The following program is a production of the radio and television production program of Suffolk County Community College. From the Brookhaven Gymnasium in Selden, it's women's volleyball. Tonight, the team from Suffolk's Grant campus takes on the team from Suffolk in Selden.
Welcome to our coverage of tonight's women's volleyball match between the Suffolk Selden and Grant campus teams. I'm Dave Stretz. The Emmerman campus team has so far had the better season of the two teams, but anytime teams from the Brentwood and Selden campuses match up, records go out the window. One of the key players for the Grant campus team is Anita Ferrero, who leads the team with a hitting efficiency of 31%. She is supported by fellow sophomore Ashley Winkler, who leads the team in digs and kills. She's a dynamic presence on the court, and she'll be in the middle of the action throughout the night. The team from Suffolk Selden has had an outstanding season so far, winning a big majority of their matches. Samantha Goth is their leading playmaker, and she ranks 5th in the country among Division III players in assists. The top offensive player of the team, however, is Samantha Jablonski. Her hitting efficiency rate of 45% ranks her 9th in the nation. We'll be back with the start of this match between Suffolk's Grant and Ammerman campuses after these words.
Good evening and welcome to the Brookhaven Gymnasium for women's volleyball between the Suffolk Grant Lady Longhorns and the Suffolk Selden Lady Clippers. I am Justin Searle alongside John Dooley, will be my color commentator tonight. John, what are your thoughts of this matchup tonight?
Well, Justin, you can throw out your records tonight because you got an old-fashioned rival here, basically the battle for Suffolk County. The Longhorns come in tonight fighting for their playoff lives, going up a powerhouse in Suffolk community that's playing for playoff position. It's going to be a defensive effort on the side of the Lady Longhorns as the Clippers basically have an extreme height advantage. We need to concentrate on defense. Don't give any easy points for the Longhorns. Serve as well as they can. Try and get a few easy points against a much taller team. With the Clippers, it all starts with Sammy Goff, who's second in the nation in assist, and if she can get it rolling and have the Clippers playing at a high level, it could be a tough night for the Longhorns. But I'm expecting a good defensive battle here tonight, and like I said, you can throw out the records. Anything could happen when you have a rivalry.
As you said, a rivalry game, anything goes when you get two fierce competitors. We are digging pink tonight in support of the Side Out Foundation to raise money for breast cancer awareness. So that also in effect, raising money all night long, hopefully a good turnout. So hopefully a big night as far as breast cancer awareness goes as well. Your opinions of that?
They're not only fighting each other, they will be fighting that terrible disease. And if anybody can participate and contribute, we'd appreciate it. The website, Suffolk Community College, has a site that you go to for a donation, and every little bit helps. Doesn't matter what donation. If you come out, support the team, and support the fight against breast cancer, we'd be most appreciative.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back for volleyball right here on Suffolk TV. Welcome back to women's volleyball here at the Brookhaven Gymnasium. The starting lineups for the Grant campus: number 10, Ashley Clarkson; number 12, Anita Ferrero; number 1, Maria Leon; number 11, Jill Onderdonk; number 4, Carol Rodriguez; and number 8, Rachel Ross. Finally, in number 13, Ashley Winkler. The big threat there for Suffolk Ammerman. It's number 2, Samantha Goff. Number 4, Melissa Chernis. Number 11, Maddie Combs. Number 8, Samantha Jablonski. Number 10, Ashley Brewer. Number 5, Kelsey Phoebos. And number 15, Megan Morici. And John, certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. One of the best in the nation in assists for Suffolk Selden is Sam Gow. If she can get it started with that setting up Samantha Jablonski for a couple of nice attacks, it could be a long night for the Grand Campus, couldn't it?
There's no question they got to get a block up in front of that tandem. Otherwise, it's just going to come right back at them, and they'll be looking at a deficit early on. First few points are going to be critical. Quite a few times we're going to see momentum swings. And if you can keep the momentum going, very easily to run off a few easy points. But the block is going to be important for Grant, and they got to play defense. If the Longhorns don't get up there, like you said, Sammy and Ms. Jablonski are going to have a field day out there today.
As the two teams exchange handshakes, just getting set for the opening serve. All teams dressed in pink. No need to adjust your monitors. It's Dig Pink, so both teams out in pink. As we are ready, quite nearly for the opening serve. And serving for the Grant Campus will be number 13, Ashley Winkler. Our officials tonight, John Wontrowski and Angel Rivera. Angel Rivera up in the high seat. The official gives the signal, and here is Winkler. Strong serve, set pass there. That's Gow with the assist, and a good kill there to start off the match.
Right off the bat, Lady Clippers come out strong. You got to get that block up in the middle.
And once again, that is Sammy Gow up in there. Clippers will serve now. Bump pass there to the far side. Just sent over. Goff again. And that is tipped out off of Selden, so a point to the Grant Campus, and we're tied at 1.
Set was a little off the net. Goff's got to get that back to her hitter.
And that serve goes right into the net. That's Maria Leon with the serve there, and a costly mistake.
Against a team like the Clippers, you can't give them easy points like that.
Ammerman serve. Bump pass there to no one. And a very inauspicious start for the Grant Campus, I should say. 2 errors early on. There's a bump pass there by Leon. Attack there. Goff, and they just let it drop in between.
Communication problem out there. Someone's got to take charge and hit that ball. There's a decent set. Right in between two players, nobody took charge.
3-2, Ammerman up on top. Again, Goff with a set. Spiked, long, and out. And we're tied at 3. The attack just went long.
There was no block on that set, Justin, and you got to keep that ball on the court. If you're going to come across your body like that, take a little bit off of it and keep it on the court. That could have been an easy point for the Clippers.
Carol Rodriguez with the serve. Goff sets up, sent across. Set up there. Did she reach over? Yes, she did.
Set was a little too close to the net. Rachel Ross had no chance on that one.
Another serve there. Set up there, right into the net. And that is Ashley Clarkson with an error.
Clarkson's got to realize that that set was coming down way too quick. She didn't have a chance to get the ball over. She should have just bumped it over.
Leon with the bump pass. And again right off the net.
Those easy points for the Clippers are going to mount. They got to get that ball to the setter and keep the ball in play.
Anita Ferrero was unable to keep it up off the net. Good dig there. Sent across by Rodriguez. Goff sets up, sent off. Another nice dig, but out of bounds. And it's now 7-3 Ammerman.
There's the momentum once they start going. Coach Reed, trying to slow down the Clippers, calls a timeout.
Well, the big thing early on has been those errors by the Grant campus. And as you said, costly points against a team that is really much better than record-wise. And as we saw in the first matchup of the year, head-to-head, they're much better.
They're going to stay in the game. They got to keep the ball in play. They can't give the Clippers these easy points. They've been playing them even as they go into the rallies, and they're forcing the Clippers into mistakes. But if they don't bump it up to the setter and get a good spike back there, it's just going to come right back at them. It's going to be a long night.
Sam Goff has had a pretty solid night so far. A little miscommunication after one of her sets. But so far, how well do you think she's doing?
Well, let's see what adjustments Coach Reed has made here. Get the Longhorns back in the game here.
Ammerman to serve. Right across, bump pass there. There's a setup. Chance for a strike, but Clarkson really whiffed on that just off her fingertips.
Another unforced error.
And once again, Ammerman to serve. Solid serve there, bump pass off of Rodriguez and out of play.
Ashley Brew is serving very well here. Longhorns need to get this one up to the setter and have a shot at a spike.
Another serve there, but long. And Grant wins their first point in quite some time.
A break for the Longhorns. Now let's see if they can capitalize and get a few points of their own on a couple of nice serves.
It will be Jill Onderdonk, I believe, to serve. Onderdonk at the libero position tonight. Goff sets up the attack, deflected, that is in, and a point to Grant.
Well, maybe they can come back. They're only down 4. It's still early on in the match. Get a few points here, and they'll be right back in the match.
Onderdonk again to serve. Goff, well set, nice dig there by Onderdonk. Up and off the hands of Ashley Winkler into the net.
You saw the difference there. The Suffolk set, the Clipper set was a little off the net, and they held back a little, just got the ball back in play. Longhorns couldn't capitalize, didn't get the ball over the net. Another easy point for the Clippers.
Bump pass by Leon off the serve. Set up there, Winkler taps it over. Goff set up pass, that'll go long. With the first attacking error we've seen from Ammerman tonight.
Maddie Coombs a little overswung on that one. She's got to keep the ball on the court.
Good dig there to save the serve and bumped back and out of play by Rodriguez.
Melissa Chernis took the ball off the net nice, got it down. Another point for the Clippers.
And that'll be Chernis to serve. Onderdonk with the dig. Clarkson the attack. And that is wide and long. And 12-6, Ammerman on top.
It's a nice set. She's just got to take a little bit off that one.
Serve there towards the far line. And out of play, 12-7.
That's a third serve by the Clippers that's gone out. Gave the Longhorns 3 easy points. They need to keep the ball on the court.
Good serve there. Set up nicely by Goff. Great dig there to center across. Goff, we assist the tap over, got it.
It's a perfect example there, Justin. Marici didn't have a play on that ball, but she found an open spot. Didn't have to hit it hard, just hit it where they weren't.
13-7, Ammerman over Grant. Onderdonk with the bump pass. Sent over. That'll fall in.
Very nice play by Anita Ferraro. She saw the Clippers creeping in. She put the set on the second hit over the net, caught him in the back napping, got the point for the Lady Longhorns.
Winkler to serve. Right down the middle. Good save there. A great dig, but right on the ground. Good effort by Winkler, but just couldn't get any lift on the ball.
Once again, if the Clippers can keep the ball on the court, they should take control of this match.
Hammerman to serve. On the dunk, the bump pass, that's the on. Good save there. Goff. Tapped across, that is right on the corner. Good for Hammerman point.
Clippers gave it right back to the Longhorns. Shot it back to the corner. Caught the Lady Longhorns creeping in. Another point for the Clippers.
Hammerman serve, good dig there. Set right into the net. It's
Boy, Megan Marici's eyes was so wide open on that one. She could taste it. She got a little over anxious and hit the ball down into the net.
Here's the on to serve. Goff sets up, far side. Great save, but right into the back of Leon.
That was a great shot by Jablonski. She seems to be the big hitter tonight so far for the Clippers. They should keep setting her. She seems to be getting on a roll.
Jablonski 9th in the nation in hitting efficiency. On to dunk, the dig, out of play.
Longhorns seem to be reaching on their bumps on a serve. They need to move their feet, get under the ball, and get that bump to the setter. Without getting that ball to the setter, they're not going to be able to score any points.
Timeout taken by the Grant campus, down 17-9 here in the first set. If you're unfamiliar with the volleyball rules, first to 25 points wins a set. First to 3 sets wins the match.
Coach Reed sees the game getting out of reach here, so she calls her final timeout. Each team gets 2 timeouts per game, and she's going to try and settle down the Longhorns and try and get back in this match. They're down 8 points. It's not impossible, but they got a long road back. They got to move their feet, do a little more on the defensive end, and they seem to still be giving the Clippers too many easy points.
Colleen Reed, the head coach of the Suffolk Grant Lady Longhorns, 3 seasons as head coach, 27 and 29 record. Hammerman serve coming up. Hit right into the net.
Well, a timeout, it's an old ploy by the coaches, try and freeze the server. In that case, Coach Reed pulled it off. Wasn't even close on that one.
Absolutely. Back in control of the Grant campus. Nice hit over by Goff. Set up there. And we have a foul there on Ashley Clarkson for reaching over.
Once again, the set was a little too tight. She had to reach for it. Made a good hit, but her momentum brought her into the net. That's a violation. Point to the Clippers.
That serve goes way long. So 2 errors on serves coming out for that timeout.
Well, with a 7-point lead, Justin, you get a little more aggressive on your serving. Hope to get a few easy points. So far, it hasn't worked for the Clippers, but I don't know.